Good day, ladies and gentlemen. The topic of my today's speech is Great is God's love toward us. Great is God's love toward us. But before I begin this speech, I have something to say. Do you really love God? What can you sacrifice for the sake of Christ? What are you ready to give up because of the love you have for God? You know, God has shown us the greatness of His love by sending His only begotten Son to die for us. To die in order to save our lives. The book of Romans 5 verse 8 says, But God demonstrated His own love toward us, in that while we are still sinners, Christ died for us. But God demonstrated His own love toward us, in that while we are still sinners, Christ died for us. There is no love greater than this type of love. Assuming, for instance, you are a criminal. You are a criminal that steals without conscience. You are deadly criminal, and you are declared unwanted. Government are searching for you in order to eliminate you, and you are running in order to save your life. You are running here and there, and regretting if you wouldn't have, lured yourself in such act. As you are running in order to save your life, you come across a man that looks at you and say, "Oh, why have you done such thing?" But I have something to do for you. For the love I have for you, I will give up my own son to be killed in order to save your own life. My son will claim that he is the one that did what he did. Instead of you, the criminal, my son will choose to be the criminal. Instead of you being declared unwanted, my son will choose to be the one declared unwanted. Even if it is against his own will, I will make it his own will. I will send my own son to be killed in order to save you. What will you do for such a man? Will you ever forget such a man in your life? Will you ever in any way, will you ever forget such a man in your life? Will you disrespect a man that saves your life? Whenever he tells you to do something, what can you do for such a man? No, tell me, a man that saved you, what can you do for such a man? Likewise, the same with Christ. Christ came and died to set us free from the bondage of sin, from the power of the devil. Devil claimed our life, tormenting us, smiling that he has destroyed us, until Christ came to set us free from his power. Love God, for without his love, what would we have become today? What is our joy if not for Christ? We all would have perished before now. But for the sake of love God has for us, He sent His only begotten Son to save our life. Show Him that love. He deserves it. Obey His commandments. Follow His footsteps. There is no gain in evil. Whatever you desire, God can give it to you. Is it wealth? Is it fame? What is that do you need? God is ready to give it to you. All you need is patience. For He will never give you what will destroy you. This is our God. He can never give you something that will destroy you. Believe Him according to His word in the book of Jeremiah 29 verse 11. He says, I alone, the Lord, knows my plans for you. Plans for good and not for disaster. To give you a future and a happy end. Why not be patient? Be patient with Him and He will do all He has promised. And He says in the book of Joshua 1:9, remember that I've commanded you to be determined and confident. Don't be afraid or discouraged, for I, the Lord your God, I am with you wherever you go. Just be patient with Him. He has, the Almighty has a good plans for you. Why not be patient? Why are you in a hurry? A tree is not planted in a day. For a tree to germinate, it takes months, years, in order to grow and bear fruit. All you need is patience. Be patient with the Almighty. He has a wonderful plans for you. Plans for good and not for disaster. To give you a future and a hope. Be patient. Whatever you are passing through in life today, believe that God knows what is best for you. Always have this in mind.